Good morning everyone, how are we doing? It is Monday, I believe September the 25th. Yeah, Monday, September the 25th, all over the place. Yeah, just come off 5 night shifts in a row. But if I don't go fishing today, I'm going to waste the day. What time did I finish? At 6 o'clock this morning. It's now 7:30 in the morning. I'm just about to leave. I need to go and pick G up, grabbing Jordan. I need to go to my mum and dad's get my rods. That's one of the pains about where I'm living. Where I'm living at the moment, I've got no storage here. I've got no garage, no shed, no nothing. So all my fishing rods and everything at my mum and dad's, which is a little bit of a pain. But it's not too bad because we need to go Galston Tackle Centre anyway to pick some bait up, and they are Galston way, so that's not too bad. So we're going to go with mum and dad's, grab my rods, go Galston Tackle Centre, grab some bait. We're going to grab a McDonald's somewhere along the line as well. Then we're going to hit North Beach, Yarmouth. Originally there was 5 of us fishing today. There was me, G, Jordan, Si and Tubbs. Tubbs' other half, she's got to now work, she's got to do a shift, so he's now got to stay at home, look after the little one. Si's umming and ahhing whether to come down or not. He's like, oh, I might be there, I might not. So, but definitely me, G and Jordan for a fact, 3 of us are heading down there. There's still a few bass about. My mate Jamie and Kyle, they were fishing South Beach the weekend. There's some nice bass out, 40 odd centimetres bass and that coming out, so they're still about. So yeah, that's the plan. Get the boys, get some breakfast, get some bait, get to the beach, get fishing. See you there. Ooh, right, just arrived. I don't think I mentioned on the video earlier. It'll probably be on the thumbnail anyway, or on the title thing anyway. But yeah, we are North Beach, Great Yarmouth. Literally, usual, right in between the waterways and the boating lake, right in the middle. Just got down here, so yeah, I'm here. G's there, Jordan's there. Just spoke to Si. Apparently Si is on his way down. He said he is coming down to do a bit of fishing. So going to start getting these set up. I need to change my hooks as well. The last time I used these rigs was when we done the night fishing at Aldborough, and I know for a fact reeling them in across all them stones, that's going to blunt them hooks off. So I need to cut the stoods off, put some new stoods on and connect some new fresh hooks on. So I do not want to miss any fish today. I want sharp, sharp, sharp hooks. Right, let's start. Let's start getting set up. And oh, what's the time as well? I'm saying about, because we haven't even looked at high tides or anything. It's now currently 9 o'clock in the morning, and low water is midday, 12 o'clock midday. So we're going to be chasing the tide out for another like 3 hours or so, and then come 1-2 this afternoon, that tide will be coming back in. Right. Let's get cracking. It's the worst bit, this. You just get across the beach, you're just getting your breath back, and right, let's get this set up. Come on, let's go for it. Right, I'm just about to do my first cast, and G has bought a little white in him. He's bought a bit of weed in, and we were saying, oh, don't cast too fast because of the weeds. But look, he's bought a little white in him. Hey, not bad, man, not bad. Did he come off as well? He fell off?
Yeah, he's come off.
Oh, how lucky is that? Lucky, mate, lucky. Oh, so we called it on? He caught a whiting on a fake maggot. Bloody hell. Yeah, look, and a little bit of seaweed on there as well. A little bit of seaweed. Let's put this up in his breast. Oh, look at that, he caught a fake maggot. But anybody use a real bait. Fake aluminous maggots, and he caught a whiting. But as you saw, a little bit of weed there, so I'm not going to be thumping these out. I'm not going to be throwing them out 100, 150 yards. I'm literally going to go out about 50 odd yards of them. Right hand side, we've got a pulley pennel, and we've got a whole squid on there. Left hand side, 2 hook flapper, we've got 1 up and 1 down, and we've got some fresh lug on there. Right, let's get these in the water, and like I say, I'm not going to pump these out. So we're out there. We have got a bit of a breeze on the beach today. It's a southwesterly, so it's coming from that direction and it's coming across, but it's really making the tide run quick as it goes past us. As soon as you cast out, the lines are pulling straight round. But like I say, G's just pulled out a bit of weed already, and this beach could be a nightmare for the weed, so there's no way I'm going out any distance. I do not want to be bringing in clumps and clumps and clumps of weed. So bait wise, yeah, as you see, I got went Poundals, got myself a whole bag of squid in Poundals. He's only round the corner from where I live, Poundals. He's nice and handy. I popped in there and had a chat with the lads. And then this morning we went to Galston Tackle Centre and I got fresh lug. I think G got his squid in Galston and G got lug in Galston. I think Jordan got some squid. Size on his way down. I'm not sure what he's got. He normally uses squid. And G's got those fake maggots and he's just caught a whiting on. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Just goes to show. Right, try and deter the difference between a wind knock and a bite knock. Well, if you get a big enough fish, I know it's a bite, but if it's a little whiting like that, you're going to be left hand rod. Then just had a little rattle. Anyway, we're keeping on these. Hopefully start getting a few fish out. But we're on the beach, so happy days. I think this wind is going to cause us a little bit of havoc today. I've just checked the weather and it's saying 11 miles an hour wind. It is meant to die down as the day goes on. Hopefully it does. But I say it all the time, Great Yarmouth, North Beach, just windy all the time down there. So I don't like fishing. It's good because it's local. It's a nice local beach. This is what I prefer a bit further up, Portland. But look at us the other week, we was at Aldborough. No wind, no seaweed, like absolutely ideal. Do you know what I mean? We've been here, we've had one cast and that, and G's balled weed in already. Tips of the rods are blowing around because of the wind. Well, I made myself a cup of tea, which is the most important thing. That's the most important thing. But I'm still on my first cast, so I'm going to leave them out for a little bit. I'll reel them in when I've had my cup of tea, check what the weed's saying on mine. If the weed ain't too bad, I'll go out a little bit further. But like I said, I just don't want to bring clumps of weed in. Si's just turned up as well, he's on the beach. So I'm fishing 2 rods, G's got 2 rods, I think Jordan's got 1 out, and I think Si's fishing with 1. So that's 6 rods we've got out. So between 6 rods, hopefully get something decent out. Who's he talking to? He's having a chat. Right, come on, give me a decent bass. Right, so I only went out bloody 20-30 yards and I'm bringing weed in, but we brought out a little pouting, tiny little one. Look, the hook's half the size of what he is. The hook's on my finger to there. Nah, that's a pouting. Yeah, tiny thing, absolutely tiny. Right, we get him off, we're throwing back in. Oh, look at the weeds. Just reeled the pulley pennel in to check the weed and all the rest of it. A little bit of weed, but look at that, look, whiting. And he's gone for a whole squid there on a pulley pennel. He's not a bad size. I'm going to throw, I reckon he's keeper size, but I'm going to throw him back. Right, he's struggling, let's get him off. I don't want to distress him. We'll get him off, I'm going to quickly measure him and I'm going to throw him back. I reckon he's got to be 30, 31. What's keeper, 27? He's got to be. Right, let's get him off, he's stressed out. Oh, his keeper size, I thought he was about 30. Look, he's on there, nose on there, tail down there. Stretch him out. Just over 27. So he would be a keeper size, but he is going back. He's going to live another day. That's not bad though. 2 casts, 2 fish. I know one was a little pouting, but I thought he was bigger than that. He looks a bit chunky. I'm just going to wait for this wave and I'll get him the other side and then he can go out. Can't this one. That's it. Oh, I just hear him. Look. He come up, he went in the wave, he come up and he jumped up and then went back down again. He's a stunt whiting, he's like one of those dolphins. Oh, G thought we had a fish come off. Right, let's get this bait sorted out and let's get these back in the water. No time to waste. Well, I can't really moan though, can I? You think, first 2 casts, well, first cast, and I had a fish on both rods. Little pouting, tiny fin. It was literally the size of the hook. And that whiting, he went for a whole squid on a pulley pennel. And he just got caught on that bottom hook there. And he was keeper size, 27. But yeah, as you saw, he went back. So not bad. I'm after a bass, that's what I want. Like I say, couple of mates, they were literally just right at the other end of this beach the other night, and they were pulling a few bass out. And I'll tell you, had some nice bass out. Stephen, his name is Steve. He's got a YouTube channel, LRS Fishing. Definitely worth one to check out. That's LRS Fishing. Go and check Steve out. He was up Norfolk. He took his boy with him. I'm guessing his boy's, I don't know, 10 years old, 11 years old, something like that, his boy. And they were both pulling bass out, and his boy was absolutely buzzing. 4 bass, all of them keeper sizes, all of them well over 40 centimetres, and they took one back to their caravan and they cooked it up and had a nice meal with that. He normally fishes right around North Norfolk. He loves it around like Weybourne, Waxham, Sea Pooling, all kind of around there he likes fishing. But yeah, I enjoy watching his channel, I enjoy watching him. We have said before about hooking up and going fishing, we will do it. It's just hard, isn't it? So obviously I don't think he lives too local to here. I think he only fishes here when he travels up. And obviously I've got work. Everyone's got commitments, that's the thing, innit? It's like us normally, the last few weeks it's only been me and G fishing. It's the first time we've had 4 of us on this beach. Just because people have got commitments, you've got family, you've got work, you've got things to do, chores, it's all go, innit? It's all go. But yeah, I'd definitely like to hook up with Stephen one day and have a little fish with him, that'd be good. I don't mind travelling up to North Norfolk, I quite like fishing up there. Me and G have had a couple of good days up Weybourne way. Right, bait's back in the water. Let me get a decent, I want a decent sized bass. I'm talking like over 40 centimetres, like a proper bass. One worth talking about. Let's see what happens. Well, Jesus pulled a pouting out. Yeah, Jesus pulled a pouting out. That's alright, a little bit bigger than my one. And on the fake maggots again.
No, I put a bit of squid on it.
Oh, you got a bit of squid on there as well, yeah?
Right, it's blowing it up, so.
That's alright. Happy days. Nice one, G. Well, Si's got a 3-hook flapper on, and he's just reeled in, and he's pulled 3 fish in. What's going on, Jordan? You fishing or you sleeping, mate? Sleeping, mate. Oh, let's pick this pace up. Yes, Si. 3 in 1. What, you got a mixture? Whiting, poutings. Well, we got pouting on the bottom, pouting, whiting.
Another whiting.
Another whiting. Only little ones, only little pin whitings, but a little pouting. That's alright, isn't it? Happy days, 3 in 1. Oh, well, at least we ain't blanking today, that's for sure. Today is not going to be a blanking day. There we go. Wait, that's a fat whiting. Look at that, mate.
Look at that.
Oh my days. That's got to be 35, 36 centimetres, G. Oh my God. That's got to be 35, 36 centimetre whiting.
Let's go this side, Dave.
Oh, mate. Right, we're going to get a measure while G gets him off. Oh my days. He's a fat boy.
All right, go back.
27 to keep,
Go back.
but I reckon he's about 35. He's got to be. 36.
Wait. 36, just over.
36 centimetres. That is a fat chunky whiting.
Yeah, I see it bend, man.
Nice one, G. Nice one. Wicked, mate. Oh my days. I said 35. All I done was look at him and I went, he's got to be 35. And he was 36. And he took squid. Oh, mate, that is one of the biggest whiting I've seen along here in a long time. I've seen some big whiting come out along here, but recently, do you know what I mean, all last winter, all pin whiting, he was a fat boy. Right, left hand side, I'm knocking, I'm going to reel that in and have a check. I think I'm on the left. Let's have a look. Oh, mate, what a whiting that one. Right, little schooly bass, little tiny bass, and we've got a little dab on there as well. Hey, right, let's get these off and we're getting back in. Well, to think we've only been fishing 1 hour, and you think what we've had out already. I can't even think now, what have I had out? I'm losing count. I had a little whiting, pouting, bass, dab, G G had a little white in, little pout in, then he had that big white in. What was that white in? 36 centimetres. So I pulled 3 out in one go. The only person who hasn't caught yet is Jordan. And how mad is that? I'm here, G's there, Jordan's there, Si's there. We're all using the same, pretty much the same traces, same rigs. We're all using 2 hook, 3 hook flappers. We're all using squid, we're all using worm. So how are us 3 catching and he's not catching a fin? Crazy when it does that, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. But if that's what we've had out so far in the first hour, I'm looking forward to the rest of the day, I'll tell you. Right, G is on, something big. G is on to something big here. That rod went. You can feel it, yeah?
That is heavy. Oh, I put it, that's a ray. It's got to be a ray. It's fine. Get in the water, Dave.
Yeah, I want to get ready, man. If it's big, I'll grab the line. Yeah, if that's big, I'll grab the line and pull it out.
Oh my.
It is, he's got a ray. It is, he's got a ray. Hey, he's got a little ray. Yes, G.
Call me the Rain Man.
Yes, G. A rain man. Oh, yes, G. What is it? Fawn back? Yeah, fawn back. Oh, G. Nice one, mate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Woohoo. Oh, yes. And Sawyer has just done himself a little smooth van now. Hey, a little tiny one, but he's alright, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
Nice, mate. Oh my God. How many species? How many species today? Bloody hell. Whiting, dab, bass, pouting, little smooth hound and a ray. 6 species so far. Oh my God, what a day. Right, I said 6 species, make that 7 species. G, just pull a little dogfish out. Nice one, G, wicked. Oh my God. 7 species. Do you know what, how many times I've stood on this beach and been here for 5-6 hours and caught absolutely nothing. And we've been here about 2 hours and we've had 7 species of fish out already. Oh my days, mate. What a day this is for Norfolk Beach. What a day. Come on. Right, I've changed my tactics a little bit here. The pulley pennel on the right I've taken off. I normally only use the pulley pennel to get a good bit of distance. But as the weed is still quite bad at distance, there's no point having a pulley pennel on there. So I've put a 2 hook flapper on there now. So I've got 2 hook flapper on the left, 2 hook flapper on the right, and I'm probably out about 50-60 yards with them. Exactly the same distance as G's been going out with his. And like I say, look what he's pulled in, man. Rays and, oh mate, do you know what I mean? So that's it. So we've got a bit of fresh squid out there, a bit of fresh lug out there, 50-60 yards, 2 hook flappers. Let's see what that can do. And how are we doing for time? What time did we start fishing? I'm sure it's about 9:30 we started fishing. It's now coming up to 5 to 11. Hour and a half we have been here. And look what we've had out in an hour and a half. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Well, about time Jordan got on the scorecard. He's just pulled in a double whammy. I think he's got a white in and a dab. Hey, about time you got on the scorecard, Jordan. Well done, mate. White in and a little dab. Wicked, mate. Nice one. So G seems to think it's to do with those little fake maggots he's got. Because when Jordan reeled in the last one, G went up there and he gave Jordan a couple of those little fake maggots to put on.
Colourful ones.
They're like glow in the dark ones, I think, at night. Jordan's just reeled in and had 2 fish. And that's the first 2 fish he's caught all day. And he's only caught them since he put those 2 glow in the dark maggots on. So, are they helping them? Is that what's helping the boys? I mean, I've had a few fish out myself, but like I say, G's had that ray out and that. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to carry on as I am for now. If they start putting fish out and I'm not, then I might do an experimental. Or right hand side just went then. Well, I might reel this right hand side and then have a little look. So I'm sure that was a little knock then. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look. tiny bit of whiting. Bit of weeds, and a tiny, tiny little whiting. Right, we get him off, we get him back in. Little whiting thing. Well, Sarge just had another little whiting out. I didn't go running all the way up there with the camera. At first, I was all keen. When they were catching little fish, I was thinking, Joe, what, get it on camera, because we might not get anything else out today. It was worth getting. But now you've seen the little fish, I'm only going to go running up the beach for the boys if it's like a decent fish. I've got both these rods here knocking, both of them. I think I've got a fish on both of them. But sometimes I need to keep it knocking a little bit, because I've said it before, a fish in distress attracts other fish. And there's 2 hooks on them. So there's absolutely nothing stopping another fish coming along and grabbing the other hook. But near side to me, the one nearest me, that's definitely knocking. There it goes again. Definitely something on that. I'm guessing a little whiting, little dab. The left hand side's knocking as well. I'd always say I'll leave it a bit longer, you might attract something else, but I get too impatient. I just want to reel it in and have a look and see what I've got. I said that was knocking a bit. Do you know what? Knocking a little bit because I had a little pouting on there, and I left it, and all of a sudden, bang, it went. And why did it bang go? Look at that dogfish on the bottom. Right, let's get both these off and we're getting back in. See? Little fish in distress attracted the bigger fish. Dogfish! Well, I had a decent knock and I reeled in, but there was nothing on there. And then I heard G shouting.
Look at
dogfish, yeah, they put up a good fight. They're strong fish when you try and hold them.
Maggot, look.
Yeah, that's what. Is that all you had on there? Or did you have squid as well?
No, a little bit of squid, but that's
and that, innit? Yeah. I don't know. That definitely seems to be attracting the fish, doesn't it? Those little luminous maggots, they're definitely attracting them. That's for sure. Another little tiny whiting out, little one, tiny little pin whiting. I can't keep up with this. I don't even know how many fish I've had out now. Mate, I don't know, 30, 20 fish? Easy 20 fish I've had out, easy. Right, I've actually managed to find a couple of minutes to make myself a cup of tea. It's been all go. Oh, that is so hot still, that fast. Literally every time those rods have hit the water, I've had bites or fish coming out. Like I was saying just now, I was saying 20 fish easy. I must have had between 15 20 fish out. Loads of those little pin whitings, poutings. I had that little bass out, a dogfish out. Between the 4 of us, oh, I don't know, but I couldn't even say. What we have between the 4 of us? 50 fish? Must have done. So I just pulled another 2 whiting out. G just pulled another whiting out. Jordan had another little whiting. Like I say, I've not been running all the way up there every time they've been getting little whiting out. Look, rods are knocking again. I've literally put fresh bait on, cast in. I spent about a minute and a half making a cup of tea, and that is it. They're knocking already. And to think, when I got here this morning, I was moaning. That wind's dropped right off. I was going, oh, 11 mile an hour wind, southwest, and it's all choppy and I was all moaning, wasn't I, this morning? Seaweed, and now look, I've had one of the best fishing days ever. Still a little bit of a breeze about, a little bit, but not like it was earlier, but that was well windy earlier. So, Tina's just popped down with the dog, give the dog a little run. She's brought Gia a nice cup of coffee down. Not a bad day, considering we're what, 25th of September? I've only got a week and we're in October. Look, I've been in a t-shirt all day in a t-shirt. Not bad. Right, as I said, look, they're both knocking, but I'm going to leave them a little bit, see if we can attract something else on there. I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea, and then I'll reel in, see what the situation's saying. It is 12 o'clock midday, so that is currently low tide right now of 11:52. We were saying it was low tide from Britannia Pier, which is literally just there in the distance. So that's low water now. So give another half hour or so, tide will be on the turn, coming in, see what it can bring in with it. I just pulled out another little pouting, little tiny one, he went back. G pulled out another whiting, again a nice size one, not 36 centimetres like the one he had earlier, but easily like 30 odd centimetres, 32 centimetres, something like that. Nice thick chunky body on it as well. Size ruled in another whiting up there. Jordan's still very quiet. I'm just watching him now, he's just sitting on the beach throwing a few stones around. But for some reason G is bang on the fish today. I think G's had more out than any of us today. But we've all done alright, we've all caught, none of us are blanked. And like I say, the day's still not over yet. I think we're easily going to fish another hour or so, who knows what can come out. I'll tell you what, the strength of these dogfish is phenomenal. And to think I've had dogfish out like 2-3 times the size of that. And I was pulling them in and I was like, mate, it felt like something absolutely massive on there. But their power is immense. They are so strong. Right, let's get him off the hook and we're getting back in. But man, did he put up a good fight. I'll tell you, it is mad to think, yeah, I've had them out twice the size of that. And the fight he put up, mate, look, he's all curled up on the ball. He just wants to get back in the water.
Got a white in, Dave.
You got a white in?
Let's go well of it. He's got a big dogfish over there.
It was all curled up on the ball, which is their defence. That's their defence mechanism. But to think, I've had him out like, and he was only that size, and the fight he was putting up was phenomenal. G's just pulled a whiting out. Size just pulled a dogfish out up there as well. Left hand rod is now knocking. Oh, and I was saying, to think I've spent 5-6 hours on this beach and caught absolutely nothing. And then you get a day like today. I think I've said it on previous videos. I have said it before. When North Beach Great Yarmouth is fishing, it is fishing. Trust me, it is fishing. And that's only 4 of us here. If there was like a competition down here today, there was like 50 odd anglers, mate, some of the fish that would be coming out would be absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Right, left hand rod's knocking. I'm going to check that rod, get some fresh bait on there, get the bait out. What a day. Right, double shot of whiting. Oh mate, right, I need to do something now. Because that left is going big time. Right, I want to get G to get these 2 off for me while I reel that left one in. Oh, another whiting. I'll tell you what though, that was a decent knock. I thought there was something decent on there and I didn't want to leave it. So that's why I was like, G, get them 2 off for me, because otherwise I don't want to leave these 2 just bloody, because I ain't got a bucket of water, I ain't got a bucket, so I didn't want to leave them hanging there. Right, get him off, get him back in. Again, he's got to be keeper size, he's got to be 27 odd, but we'll have him off and we get some bait on there. Oh yeah. Jordan's just had another little dogfish out. Again, only a little one, but enough put up a good bloody fight, I tell you. And we were just saying, I can't get over this weather. That sun, it's the 25th of September. We've literally got 3 months and it's Christmas Day, and that sun, it's like a summer's day down here. Oh look. As soon as I turn round, it was all quiet. I'll turn around, point the camera at the sun, look, gone back on the rods, and both of them, again, both rods, both bouncing. The near side one was a better bite than the far side one. There he goes again, another little knock. Unbelievable today, unbelievable. Pretty much every car, I think we've had everything we've get the words out, Dave. I think I've pretty much had a fish every cast. Pretty much every cast we've bought a fish out. Unbelievable day. Yeah, look, right hand side. Come on, let's have it. Come on, I'll leave you on there. You can share the excitement with me. Dogfish, got to be a dogfish the way he's fighting. He is fighting, that's a doggy. Hey? Talking to the camera. So it's got to be a dogfish the way he's fighting. I can't believe how well they fight for something.
Yeah, they're strong, aren't they? Oh, look at mine.
What is it they say on the cartoons? Nothing, mate, look, nothing. What's my bait saying though? Look, that bottom bit of bait has been tugged. Something was on there, something was definitely on there, I'll tell you that. Something was definitely on there, man. You could feel it. As soon as I was reeling in, you could feel it. Something was on there, but the bottom squid's been pulled. So whether he was just lightly hooked and he's managed to fight himself off in the surf, who knows? But whatever, he was a very lucky fish. Very lucky fish. Right, let's get some fresh bait, let's get it back out there. G's just had another whammy out. Little dogfish, tiny little dogfish, but again, fair size whiting. There's some nice size whiting coming out today, G.
Isn't there? Especially on mine, we'll give you one.
Like I say, we normally catch the little pin ones, but I'll tell you what. Oh, Size just pulled a dogfish out. Yeah, some of them whiting we've had out today, they've been quite nice chunky fish. You don't normally get the big chunky ones until the winter time. I mean now, they've only just starting to appear. But yeah, they seem to be coming out alright, nice and chunky today. Right, I've just used up the last of my worm. I had about 4, 5, 6 little scraggly bits of worm left in that packet. So I've just loaded all 4 hooks up with the scraggly worm. So I'm not too sure how long we're staying down here for. What's the time now? 1 o'clock. I'll say any squid that's left over, that's fine. Squid can go back in the freezer for another day, but fresh lug, if it ain't kind of used that day or the latest the next day, it would just go to mush. So I thought, right, load the hooks up with that, get that out there. Jordan's just pulled out a double whammy, but I didn't quite see what he had. I think he had a whiting and a pouting. I think that's what it looked like from here. But I see him pull 2 out. What did Jordan just pull out, G? What did Jordan just pull out? 2 whiting. Apparently fairly decent sized one and a little one. Oh, I can't get over how hot it is. That's about the 4th time I've mentioned it, but mate, it's like an August day. It's like the end of July, August. Right, I've loaded it up, all the scraggly worms on there. Let's see what that can do. Right, here we go. All that scraggly worm I put on there, and the left hand is having a good knock. Really good knock. If it goes again, I will have it. Right hand one's going as well. Oh god. That's been the case all day. You get one rod going and you think, oh, shall I reel that in? And as you're thinking about it, the other one goes. But that left hand, oh look, right hand as well. Left hand was definitely a good knock. I'm going to reel the left one in first before the, or do I reel the, I'm going to reel the right in. To the right, to the right. Double shot. Another double shot of whiting. Right, and that was all scraggly bits of worm. Right, get them off, get them back in. Just coming up to 20 past 1. I might start having a bit of a tidy up. I'm going to get my tea bags and that in a bag, get my can that I had earlier in the bag. That's the frozen newspaper from the lugworm. Get that in the rubbish bag. I might start packing the right hand side rod down. Leave the left one out for a bit. Like I say, I've got plenty of squid left, but I might start, yeah, just start having a bit of a tidy up and getting one rod packed down. Like I say, it's 1:30. What have we done? 4 hours? Been a bloody good 4 hours though, absolutely non-stop. So just in the process of getting one of those rods packed down. Left hand rod started knocking. It was knocking better than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be something decent, but another whiting. I think it's safe to say the whiting are in, boys and girls. Right, get him off. I'm going to get some fresh squid, get that out. Like I say, I'm still sort of having a little tidy up of all my stuff, so I'm not ready to finish just yet. Right, there we go. That is it. We are all done. It is 10 to 2. I'm all packed down, ready to go. As usual, all the rubbish is in there. I've got G's rubbish, Jordan's rubbish. It's all in the one bag. I'll put that in the bin. Trolley's all packed up. G's packed up. Jordan's packed up. I think Si might be staying down there for a bit longer. Si's still set up and he's still fishing, so I think Si's going to give it a little bit longer, but I'm done. I've had enough. I've had enough. Caught too many fish, if there's such a thing. What an absolute awesome day though, awesome day. 7 species, I don't know, 50, 60 fish between us, 70, I don't know, I really don't know. But it's been awesome. Right, thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. I told you, all the videos you watch where I blank, I did say there will be videos where I do catch some fish, and this is one of them. So, right, massive thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video.